Has anyone ever been called a racist for insulting or criticizing Scientology? I don't think so. Why is that? Why do people understand that when someone points out what a fucked up ideology Scientology is, how it brainwashes its members, how it takes away many of their rights and freedoms, and how it psychologically violates them, that pointing these things out doesn't mean that you hate Scientologists. It means the opposite. It means that you're concerned about those human beings because they are the victims of a violent religious ideology. It doesn't mean you want to bomb Scientologists. It means you want to free them and future generations of them by creating more awareness in the world about the sick ideology that oppresses them, so that the dominance of anti-Scientology memes in society reaches more of the victims and helps them break free. But somehow many people fail to apply the same principle when it comes to Islam. Why? Is it because Islam is older than Scientology? Is it because Islam has more members? Is it because many members of Islam have a different skin color? None of these facts mean that Islam somehow deserves more respect than Scientology. Or is it because most members of Islam are born into that ideology, whereas most members of Scientology join it later in their lives? That actually makes Islam worse because it brainwashes people from the beginning of their lives. So that would mean that Islam actually deserves more criticism than Scientology, because most people make a conscious choice to join Scientology, whereas Islam never gives them a choice. Is it simply because people are scared to speak up against Islam because they fear they might get hurt or killed for doing so? If so, shouldn't that tell you that something is seriously wrong with that religious ideology, if it keeps people from saying anything about it by implicit threat of violence? Or is it actually because there's this retarded meme of tolerance in our society, whereby preventing oppression and violence is apparently far less important than respecting everyone's freedom? It seems that far too many people would rather stand by and tolerate violence than speak up and be called intolerant by other craven idiots like themselves. It's another case of self-appointed guardians of the status quo, all keeping each other down.